In this particular case, I feel like we have a weird inverted model.
This episode is made possible by OITVOIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show notes.
You're watching MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, and commentary in the MSP channel. My name is Tony Francisco, and in today's story, PwC strikes OpenAI deal to become the first reseller of ChatGPT Enterprise, in a story from VentureBeat.com. PwC has partnered with OpenAI, allowing companies to purchase ChatGPT Enterprise through PwC instead of directly from OpenAI. This deal enables PwC to offer ChatGPT along with its services, potentially attracting clients interested in using AI to enhance their operations. As part of its AI investment strategy, PwC aims to integrate ChatGPT deeper into its platform, assisting businesses in achieving faster results with AI technology. PwC itself extensively uses ChatGPT Enterprise for tasks such as tax return reviews, proposal generation, and software development. Notably, this move reflects a growing trend of consulting firms embracing AI solutions for their clients, with rivals like Accenture also entering similar partnerships. Josh, let's just peek under the hood for just a moment. Amazon said, hey, your checkout list or touchless checkout stores, it's all AI. You just walk in, grab your stuff, and walk out. But little do you know, there's literally thousands of people in India that are looking through all the cameras. We all remember this story. We're all laughing. And then all the jokes about what does AI actually stand for. And in this particular case, I feel like we have a weird inverted model where the consulting companies themselves are now using AI to do the consulting, as opposed to in the Amazon model where you actually have people doing the AI. You have AI doing the people, which is ironically the way it should be. But in this case, this is the canonical example of the people that you should be listening to. But ironically, they're using ChatGPT internally. So I feel like we have this weird balance in the most awkward way of AI being used and then not being used, but still AI is involved in some way, shape, or form, both from a marketing marquee perspective or from an actual use case scenario. But ironically, it's coming from the very people that we should trust as the original AI. What are your thoughts on this? Because I don't know if this is going in the right direction, because in theory, it should replace the Accentures, PwCs of the world in a lot of cases. Yep. But on the other side of that, are we just not that far along to where, hey, listen, AI is a helping hand? People are always going to be they're going to be the Mona Lisa, the Eiffel Tower, the perfect balance at the top. And is that ever going to be replaced? What are your thoughts on this?
So I think there's always going to need a need for a person behind the AI. AI is extremely useful. It can do many things, but I recently saw an infographic that really broke it down as to what an AI can do or what an LLM can do. So pyramid, if you will, at the bottom, you have data. That's where all the data is. So think of how much data these consulting firms have. It's a lot. And then the next thing is you take that data and you convert it into information. And then from the information, you have knowledge. And then from the knowledge, you have the wisdom. AI isn't very good at the top two parts of the pyramid, right? It's really good at taking that data and moving it to the information. But you're going to need the knowledge, the human knowledge, to transfer that information to know what to do with it. And then obviously using that knowledge and the experience and everything else. And the human side is the wisdom from that knowledge, right? So it's good that they're bundling it, but I don't think it's fully going to get rid of them. I mean, these people are experts in their field for a reason. And what they're doing is utilizing it to kind of take care of the menial tasks, the bottom tasks. But I don't see anytime soon the chat GPTs or the other thing taking the top two parts of the pyramid as far as the knowledge and the wisdom. So it's interesting to see where this goes. I think it's a benefit to both parties that they're offering it, that they're able to I'm interested, honestly, to see like what they're selling it with their solutions and with their. So if you go to them, not only do you get their expertise, but you also get like ChatGPT. Like I'd be interested to see what the actual like product and packaging is. Um, I, yeah, I don't really much to say other than I'm interested and I'm going to keep my eye on it.
I would love to see how this is going to be used as well. The one thing that always fascinates me is how do the bad guys use it? Like we've got the good guys, and then like somewhere out there, there's going to be the ones that don't use it for its actual intention, and there's a way to be subversive with it. And it turns out, ironically, your next story is literally about a cybercrime group doing exactly that. But the good news is, I think they're getting caught. Let's jump into that, and I would love to hear in Discord. You can text us, you can email us, you can even call us. We even use, what are those things called? Phones. We even have a phone number that you can call and leave voicemails for. We would love to hear your input on AI, which of course is not going anywhere, or it is already everywhere. But in the meantime, let's talk about your cybercrime gang.
Yeah, in my article, the United States government sanctions cybercrime gang behind massive 911 S5 botnet. Article comes to us from Bleeping Computer. The U.S. Treasury Department has imposed sanctions on a cybercrime network involving 3 Chinese nationals and 3 Thailand-based companies associated with the 911 S5 botnet, a massive residential proxy service. Initially uncovered by Canadian University of Sherbrooke researchers in 2022, the service attracted users with free VPN services installing malware to add their IP addresses to the 911 S5 botnet. Following a security breach reported by investigative journalist Brian Krebs, the botnet resurfaced as Cloud Router. OFAC described the botnet as enabling cybercriminals to disguise their activities, wrongly implicating innocent users. Furthermore, the residential proxy botnet compromised approximately 19 million IP addresses, leading to fraudulent applications and bomb threats across the United States in July 2022. So, they did a bad thing and they were sanctioned about it. But what happens next? What are your thoughts here?
So I've been following the story just a little bit. First things first, this is huge. I think the total is just over $3 billion in damage at a global level that this particular group has done. So it's not small. And what they have continually done is in the long and short pedestrian version of this, they say, hey, listen, sign up for our free VPN service. When you sign up for it and you install their little VPN client, they have a little bit of malware. They take your IP address that you originate from, and then they can create bomb threats locally from your account as you. And they can they could subvert that by using other VPN users in the same area, which makes it a little bit more difficult to track. But when it finally does get tracked down, it is you that they come after, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, of course, maybe you say, listen, this is literally out of the country at the time, or here's the pictures of I am at this particular time over here. So there wasn't me. And if the forensics can do their job, they can figure out a similar, the lowest common denominator between where they fall back on the auditable trail, the digital trail, that each one of these locations has this VPN service, this free, and that's, I think, when they connected the dots. Then they followed the money. Who's funding this free VPN service? And that's when the Chinese nationals came into play. And then they started looking at the vastness of this particular group. Now, was it just bomb threats? No. Was it possibly a test to how can we at a mass scale instantaneously create a havoc among a certain area or concentrated point of interest while we're doing other things? Possibly. Has it been executed? Yes. And it has been confirmed. So what they have done is they have put financial sanctions against one particular group. And what they've also done on the background is they're reaching out to all the individuals that they are able to identify and say, get off this free VPN service. That's the summary for everyone out there. I'm trying to be as blasé about this as possible, but it is huge and it's terrifying because this is a state-run organization that's attacking us at a residential level to accommodate to their whatever they're trying to execute, to assist with that execution. So, common sense: don't sign up for free stuff. Research what you're signing up for. Validate. Go. Some of you don't have Reddit accounts. Some of you, there's like 5 of you out there don't have Reddit accounts, but you can actually go do Google searches on particular services and figure out what the issue is. And if you start seeing people, hey, I think this is kind of sketchy, stay away from it. Choose something else. If free is the way that you want to go, then you have to be prepared for, everything has a cost. I think that's the more.
So if you're going to go free, look for maybe open source. So that way it's you can check the source. I know Tom is very happy that I just said that. So you're welcome.
I can feel Tom going, oh, I don't know what happened. There was a disturbance in the force, but it was so positive. Right now he's doing that right now. That's Tom Lawrence for everyone out there. Also running another MSP Dispatch live show. You should check it out.
If you found this episode eye-opening, catch more MSP Dispatch at 10 a.m. throughout the week. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.